Well, hello, everyone. Hello. I'm Cindy Hudson. I'm going to be your tour guide today through another one of our makeover contest looks. I am sitting in Maceo, Kentucky, on this grand, beautiful day. So I'm not going to be able to comment back and forth to you guys, but if you would go down into the comments and you go ahead and put your name, where you're sitting at, where you're watching this from, who your consultant is, and if you're watching this later. So if this is a replay for you, you know it's not live. You know your consultant has told you just go watch this. Just put hashtag replay in the comments and tag your consultant and let her know that you watched it and put her name in there so that she can do all that she can to get you into our amazing drawings that we're doing. Not only maybe get you into this makeover contest, because that's what we hope, that you see a look that you just love, and that maybe you're even doing it along with me. Maybe you've gotten the samples from your consultant and you're doing this look along with me, or maybe you're watching this and you're going to do the look on the Mirror Me app, which I'm about to tell you all about that. But we just want to be able to get you not only into that, but into our monthly cash drawing that we do as a national area. So we've got all kinds of things that we can enter you into, but we need you to be sure that you comment, that you put your name that you're on, that you let your consultant know that you put the comment in there just in case she misses the tag. And we can do all we can to help you win a little cash. That's what we want to help you win. So let me tell you first about this makeover contest. This is an amazing contest that our company has come up with. So whenever you're watching this through August 31st, you're able to enter this makeover contest. And what it is there's six actually makeup artist inspired looks. You can check with your consultant and see. Some of our consultants have picked like their special favorite one that they think would look good on everybody, that would be really easy for them to get samples out. And so you may have that look to work with, or you may have all six looks to work with. It's totally up to you and your consultant to talk about that and get these put together. Now, the way that you can do this is you can be on here watching these. Okay, and like I said, you can be following along. You can. We love it when our customers jump on and help us out and help themselves out with our contests and in our events and our Zooms and our virtuals. But what's even better is if you did it as a hostess. And all that a hostess means in Mary Kay is that you invite 3 to 5 to 8 of your most fun favorite friends to join you in whatever you're doing. Right? Did we go to the bathroom by ourselves? No. So why would we do this by ourselves, right? And so if you're doing it in person with your consultant, if y'all set up a time to do this in person and y'all put the looks on and you answer 5 questions, she's got 5 questions for you on this contest that she needs to get answered for herself, so that we can legally put you into all of our contests. That's what we want to be able to do, is put you into our monthly cash drawing contest. If she's doing any contest of her own, sometimes the consultants do that. If we as Mary Kay directors are doing anything that's extra, our national area contest, and then of course the company contest, we lots of times we have all kinds of things going on. So the thing for you to do is to be sure that you get with your consultant and see what she wants to do and how she wants to do it, or how you guys can work it out. So there's 5 questions she'll ask you after you either are in person with her with 3 to 5 to 8 of your most favorite friends, or you have jumped on some of these and are watching them live and you've got your friends on and they're all commenting, right? And then your consultant knows that you're going to do that so that she can then write their names down, be able to get them into all the contests and do the 5 follow-up questions with you guys. Or we've got advanced color Zooms that we're doing on some Saturdays. Matter of fact, check with your consultant and see when those are coming up. We also have color webinars that you can get the link to it and jump on and watch those. Again, all of this can be done with your besties too. Your consultant just needs to work with you guys and get your names and your phone numbers and be able to get together with you, ask your questions if it's not in person. And then the other way is the Mirror Me app. So let me show you what that is. The company is allowing us to use the Mirror Me app. And you would think that I would just have that right up here handy, but I had another thing pulled up instead. So this is the Mirror Me app. It's free. You go onto your app store, you put in Mary Kay Mirror Me. This is what you'll see, and you can download that. And the looks are pre-uploaded into the Mirror Me app under looks, and it says the 2025 makeover contest looks, and you can click on there and you can actually do the looks on the Mirror Me app. Again, and then before you fill out the contest link, your consultant has 5 questions to ask you so we can legally put you into all of the contests. And then you two can work on getting your picture uploaded. I think there's you put which look you're doing, which look you have on, and you answer a question about why that look makes you feel confident. We're just trying to build other women up. That's why most of us consultants, we may have come into Mary Kay for many reasons, which I'll tell you a little bit about that later. But a lot of us, we stay in Mary Kay because we find the camaraderie, we find the culture, and we find that we want to build other women up, and we can do that, not only ourselves but other women. So with this business, so yay! That is the makeover contest. All right. What could you maybe win in the makeover contest? You could maybe be one of the 5 grand prize winners, and you win $5,000 cash and $500 in Mary Kay product. And if you win, your consultant wins also. So we are pumped. We are pumped to have a winner out of the Sagacious unit or the Flourishing area, Future National area. We really, really, really want to have one of the winners. So that is that contest. Our monthly drawing. So if you're watching this in July and you get your little questions asked and answered, we can put you into our monthly cash drawing that our national area does, and that's $300 in July or August. We'll be doing the drawings 1st of August for July, the 1st of September for August. The makeover contest will be drawn and done in September. So we've got time to work on all of this, but we just are happy that you've decided to join us, and check with your consultant on how you guys want to work out getting your entry in to the contest. Okay. All right. So let's do the look. Let's get to the look. The one that I'm going to do today, let me go back over here and get it pulled up, is Golden Hour. Okay. I am going to do Golden Hour. So Golden Hour, we're starting with an all over color brush, and we are going to put Gold Rush. And this is our all over brush. It's a nice flat brush. I have 2 of these brushes, one for shimmer and one for matte eye colors. I did just grab the one for matte. And Gold Rush just a shimmer. So I'm going to have to be sure that I clean this brush very, very well before I use it on my matte colors. And why is that? Just so I don't get shimmer in my matte, right? If I'm wanting to have a matte eye look, I don't want to have shimmer in there. So that's the reason I do 2 different brushes. Okay. And you may know the thing about as we mature, we don't want to use glitter or shimmer or whatever. Well, shimmer, there's nothing wrong with shimmer. There are mica chips in glittery ones, eyeshadows, and those mica chips can get down into creases and make our eyelids look more wrinkly as we get older. So that's just what we try to stay away from. And just look where you're putting your shimmer. You want to put it in an area that's not crepey and not going to enhance anything that we don't want to enhance, right? So it's totally fine. We're just putting it down here onto the lid. And what I started with on my face, and I just got my hair cut. I just got my hair trimmed yesterday. So my brows are looking really bold because normally my bangs come down over my brows more, but this is a fresh cut. So if I had really paid attention to that, I probably would have not done my brows quite as bold, but it's okay. It's always a learning curve when you have the new hair, right? So what I did was I put on my foundation primer before I started. It's SPF 15. It kind of makes you look a little more airbrushed, and it hooks your makeup for all day. And then I put over CC cream in medium to deep. Used my foundation brush to do that. I noticed I didn't bring any brushes in here to clean up. That's okay. I can work on that. CC cream in medium to deep. I did a silky setting powder in medium beige. Okay, so that's what I did today. Foundation primer, CC cream in medium to deep, and a medium beige silky setting powder. The silky setting powders have plant emollient in them, so they're not like a drying powder that settles in your creases like an old-timey powder. They're very silky, and they have the plant emollient in there, and they look really fresh and really, again, a way to set your look for the day. At the end, I am going to use some of our finishing spray to really hang on to that look because it's really humid in Kentucky right now, and that helps keep everything where I put it this morning all day long. And then I did my brows, and I did the brunette look like I always do, but like I said, my bangs make me want to do it a little not as bold, but anyway, this is a brunette brow with a little just blonde tinted brow gel over the top of it. The brow gel gives it a little more lushness to the brow, holds it in place, and the blonde doesn't add any extra color. So the brunette, because back here I'm still dark, is the color that my brow actually is. So I do the brunette first, and then I put the brow gel in blonde just over it to set it, and pull those bangs down. I think it will all look better when I get my look on too. So there you go. So that's what I put on to begin with. The primer, CC cream, silky setting powder, and then I did my brows. Now I'm going to add the look for the golden hour, and I did just put the Gold Rush on my lids with the all over eyeshadow brush, and now I'm going to go into Shiny Penny. And the Shiny Penny, we take our crease brush, and we're going to do this Shiny Penny right into the crease with the crease brush. We're just cutting that real estate in half. This is just a 2 shadow look today. Some of these looks have had just 1 shadow. I mean, they've done all kinds of amazing, fun things with these looks, which have been very interesting. Normally, I would use 3 colors. I would do this mid-tone, and then I would put a accent color in the corner, but not with this look. So we won't do that today. So Shiny Penny right there in the crease. And then I am going to use a blending brush. Lots of times we have ladies that say color is just too confusing. It's too hard. And really and truly, guys, sometimes it's just having the correct tools. If you have the correct tools, it's not hard. Okay, so you notice I had an all over eye brush. I have a crease brush, and I'm going to have a blending brush. So that means that's 3 brushes for the eye area. And I have more. There actually are more. There's a smudge brush. There's all kinds of other ones. But that's the 3 I'm going to show you today. And that is just to say it's a tool that makes things much easier. So now I'm going to take the blending brush, and I'm just going to go in there, and I'm just going to kind of blend that. Very simple. If it was a darker color, and you may have even seen on some of the other videos we've done of the other looks, you really, really can tell the blend when you have a darker color on in that spot, and it makes all the difference. It makes all the difference to get that blend. Okay, there we go. This is just a very subtle look. Let me look at it in an actual mirror here. It's a very subtle look. It's called Golden Hour, so it's going to look very summery and warm and shimmery. Okay, so that's the 2 shadows are on. And then I'm going to go with a brown eyeliner. And then I have to have my little magnified mirror for this. Now, these are our waterproof eyeliners. They are amazing. This look does not have a lip liner with it, but our lip liners are the bomb diggity. Eyeliners too, but the lip liners are so amazing. They're both waterproof formulas. And this one is brown. And you may notice that you don't have to do a straight line all the way across. I'm using little dashes across my eyes, and I'm going to go as close to the lash line as I can for this look. Clean that up just a little. Also did not let me see, did I put my, oh no, I moved my back over there. So I don't even have a smudge brush to fix that, but I think that looks okay. We have a brush, a smudge brush. We have a eyeliner brush on the end of our brow spoolie that's really good to kind of clean up any mistakes you make, okay? Now, also on this look, they have us go underneath the eye. If you line the bottom, you have to line the top. If you line the top, you don't necessarily have to line the bottom, okay? I usually don't line the bottom, but this look says to line the bottom, so I'm going to, so you guys can see how that looks. Okay, I'm not going to do this eye till maybe the end, okay? Just to show you what the difference in liner and mascara will do for your eye, okay? All right, so that's the brown eyeliner, and somewhere I put the top. There it is. Okay, and then it told me to take this crease brush and to dip it back in the shiny penny, or just to use whatever's left on it on the shiny penny, and to go over that bottom lash line to give it like a little subtle glowy look. So there you go, shiny penny underneath. All right, and then I'm going to go with the blush color, which they call for golden copper. I'm going to use our blush cheek brush. We have these brushes. A lot of these are in a set. Some of them are additional brushes that you can buy by pieces. You don't have to buy the set. But you and you also can buy all the pieces that go in the set. You can buy them separately. I do believe you save money if you buy the set and then add the pieces that you need extra of, or that you need that aren't in there. But our brushes are amazing. Again, it's the tools that makes all the difference. On this blush brush, the long bristles, you can do highlighters. The short bristles, you can actually contour. And then the body of the brush, for the blush, the whole body of it. And so we're going to smile. This is golden copper. We're going to smile, start at the apple, tap, 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 go around the corner and blend. Okay, and blend. And then you fluff the hair back out. Okay, there you go. Same thing, other side. Grin, smile, go around the corner. This is going to bring attention up to our eyes, because that's why we do makeup. We do the makeup to bring attention up to our eyes, because then the people go into the windows of our soul. It's the most beautiful part of us, mostly because it gives people access to who we really are, right? In those eyes. So here we go. Now, that's because I don't have eyeliner or mascara on. There we go. Eyeliner has made all the difference in opening up that eye. Okay, golden copper on the cheeks. Okie doka. So we're going to put that away. This look is almost over, guys. Then we're going to go with, and I was going to use one of our cream shadow brushes. It can be used for concealer. I did put a little under eye corrector and a little light ivory concealer to do a brighten look here for the eye area. You can use this brush for that. You can use it for lipstick. Anything that we have that's in cream form. We have some cream shadows. I'm going to use it for the lipstick, which is Spice Ginger, because this is a demo tube that I kind of get a little paddle color off for folks, so it doesn't have a real good end on it. So I'm going to use the brush. And without a lip liner, this is a very sheer see-through really lip. Even though this color is kind of dark, mostly putting it on with the brush, I can lighten it up with the brush. And I can go, because this brush is beveled. Can y'all see how it's beveled? I can go right up to the top line of my lip. My lips are kind of narrow, and you want to be able to make them just as luscious as you can. And so if you go up to the very top edge, it makes them look bigger, because you're getting every part of the surface of your lip. Now, again, too, being a little more mature, I don't really want a dark tint on my lips anyway. So this would be, makes it much better. It's a little more sheer using the brush, okay? So that's another just little tip. If you use the cream brush with it, you can get it a little bit more sheer and not as dark. Okay, mascara would be next. So I'm going to use the Lash Intensity. It's like my fave. It's got this little well on it. See that right there with all that color in it that goes closest to your lash line? Just like that. It makes that lash look really thick at the base, really lush. This is a building mascara. It's called Lash Intensity. Most of our makeup artists tell us we need to wear at least 4 layers of mascara. I know it sounds crazy, but they put 6 to 10, I think, on their models and on their actresses. And so they say no less than 4. So that was kind of 2 with the Lash Intensity. And then I like to end it up with some Panorama. Panorama, the bristles are silicone and they have bristles on the very end of the wand. So, you know how you like to use the end of the wand and sometimes you stick it in your eye and it hurts really bad because it's metal? Well, this has bristles. It's made to fan out the lashes. And it's in our Lash Love formula, so it separates really well. And you can fan it out. There you go. All right. Can you believe what it does for an eye? Is that not crazy, guys? I can't hardly look at myself. There we go. Okay. Also, this is a little cheat that I like to add that's not part of the look, and it's our limited edition Golden Glow highlight. And I like to put a little bit in, and mostly with this being called Golden Hour. Put a little bit of that on there, and then I would set it with the finishing spray. Okay. Okay, that's what you do there. And voila. That is the look. Okay, so I'm going to do this eye. So maybe I should just go ahead and work on it while I tell you a little bit about why I do this business. Because another way that you can get your name into more of the cash drawing that we do on a monthly basis is to hear a little bit about our business opportunity. And why is that? Well, number one, we love to build our teams. We love to brag about our company. And we love to share with others what kind of company we work for. And so we don't want to pass anybody up that might need the information. Now, some of it just gives you information. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to join us. But if you don't know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Okay, so that's just the liner on the top. And then this look has you do it on the bottom also. So, and some of our consultants have talked about having Mary Kay consultants their whole life, and nobody ever told them about the business opportunity. They never understood how it worked. They never understood that it might be something for them. And then they were sad that they didn't have the opportunity sooner. After they joined, they were sad they hadn't had it sooner, right? And so, okay, there we go. And so we like to just share it with everybody. So you can get your name into the cash drawing some more times. If you can watch one of our Peek into Pinks, you can just ask your consultant some questions after I've talked on here. And then she'll have a few questions for you, and then I would just follow up. But it would get your name into that contest a few more times. And I believe that we may actually have a drawing that we're doing, or not a drawing. I think we may actually have a a special that we're doing, that if you decide that you're going to join us and become a consultant, that you get a free glamour product from us. And so that might be something too. You might think, well, I don't know, do I want to do this? Maybe I do. I don't know. Well, we say don't think too long because it's going to make you crazy, right? So, hey, let us help you. Let us give you a decisive woman gift and say, if you join us this month, you're going to get a free glamour item. All these glamour items that we're showing you, you get to pick one for free. Okay. And your consultant may have one in mind for you. And she could tell you what that is, or we directors, okay, can help you out with that. Okay. So there, I put it on the bottom and the top. So I started this business actually almost 30 years ago. It's been 29 and a half years ago. Okay, remember the mascara? I'm going to go with that little well of color. And I started it. I was blessed to be a stay-at-home mom with my 3 boys. And I met Diane, and my boys were 7, 4, and 2. And I had not really taken care of my skin in the 7 years that I'd been a mama, because that's what we do, right? It's all about the kids, not enough time for yourself. And so they were 7, 4, and 2, all boys. And I met Diane, and she came and gave my friend and I a facial. And Sid, we did satin hands on Sid at the time to make it a party. Okay. And my face felt amazing. I hadn't felt that way ever that I could remember, because she was a consultant. She helped me work on what I needed for my skin type. It felt amazing. And I thought, I want this product, but I don't know, things were tight. I was a stay-at-home mom. We had 3 boys. What the heck? We lived in the Dallas Metroplex. And so I thought, okay, if I become a consultant, I can get this amazing product for half price, because that's how we have the availability to get it for half price when we buy it at wholesale. Okay. And then, because then we sell it at retail. And so I thought I could do that. Plus I could tell Sid I'd gotten a job. And even though I was blessed to stay home with those darling boys, I could get some me time, and I could go out at night, and I could sell this product, and I could make money, and he could stay home with his darling boys. Well, it's been almost 30 years now, and they are now 37, 33, and 31, and my grandkids are the age my kids were when I started. And I've really just never looked back. The culture is amazing. We build each other up. It's still a family-owned business, owned by Mary Kay's family. Her grandson runs the company, and they are keeping her dream alive to make women feel better about themselves. And so we just wanted to give you a chance to learn a little bit more about our business. So ask your consultant about that. And lastly, and I'm about to run out of time, aren't I? Let me just go over here real quick and just show you guys the set sheet. And you can ask your consultant a little bit more about this, but we do have specials for you because you are on with us in person. And so this set sheet will show you those samples. We start with skincare. I started with skincare before I did the foundation primer, before I did the CC cream. And our skincare is what makes it possible to make a beautiful picture. You can't paint a picture on the side of tree bark, right? So you've got to take care of it. You've got to be sure that it's moisturized. And so our skincare is the thing that you really have to start with. Our repair set is what anybody 40 and older who's going down kicking, or 20 and 30-year-olds that want the best of the best. We say the repair set. It not only fights the signs of aging, but it repairs the signs of aging. And that is the repair set. It's actually considered 4 sets on this set sheet. So you're already into the princess set category, which means it cuts it from $215 for the set, which is already a $41 savings. It cuts it down to $205, so you're saving $51 on that set. You can get this roll-up bag for half price from your consultant for buying in the princess set. But then, since we're doing glamour, you would start with your skincare. You could get your 4 sets with the repair, or your 3 sets by using the Time Wise with the eye cream. And then you could go down here to our glamour bars and start adding the sets to make you get up to this queen set or to this Cadillac set. So you could come down here with the finishing spray, the setting powder, and the brush, and maybe get your CC cream and foundation brush and primer. That would be 6 sets. Add your color set here. That would be 7. And then top it off with either like the concealer set to be 8, or the the set with the glosses and the highlighters, or even go above and beyond. But the point is that you're going to get them at these prices in the pink bubbles, which can be a savings. The bottom shows you how big those savings could actually add up depending on your sets. Okay, we have the skincare for the repair, we have the miracle set, we have men's skincare, we have clear proof for acne, oily prone people in our lives, and then the tween teen set, that this Mary Kay set. So we can help this be um, categorized for anybody in your family, actually, and then go down here and add some of these glamour sets that we've been talking about for the makeover. So thank you for being on. I'll go ahead and get off of here and let you talk to your consultant, and we hope to see you at all of our contests and drawings. Okay, thanks so much, guys.